Welcome. Thank you for joining us. The theme today is how things are going. And for all of the four of us that are here, they're not going well. So we're going to chat a little bit about that and probably make you laugh. But here we go. Tracy, how are you? Buried under 200 feet of snow.
Oh, and now she's frozen. Oh, there she is. Oh, no, she's not. Oh, there she is.
That right there sums it up. That sums it up. All right. Well, when Tracy can come back, she can tell us how she's doing. Jill, how are you over there with your Fid Day?
Oh, just loving it. The kids are bouncing off the walls. The dogs are under the desk. Just eating Fritos for breakfast. We're good. We're good.
We're good. How about you, Amber? How's it going over there?
All right. Parker, my youngest is on his first one, and then I have my oldest. I'm like, wake up. You have to set the alarm and get him on because I have stuff to do today.
Oh, yeah. And the internet only stretches so far. That's like another issue that like we have here, Jill has. I'm sure that's why Tracy's frozen. It's because we're trying to share the bandwidth with our families to do like the Fid schoolwork. I really miss the days of like a legit snow day.
Yeah. So does
I
Vera.
feel like I'm gonna
It's
cry.
nice that they don't have to make it up with the Fid days, but then it's like you have to rely on the packets. If they don't have the packets, then you hope that the teacher sent home something in their email.
Well, and what I hate about Fid Days is they want these little kids to get online. And so I'm in here working or doing whatever I need to be doing. And they're in there trying to log on, find the right thing, pay attention. There's always the little kid in the classroom that nobody's paying attention to that won't stop talking. So, and the teacher can mute them all they want, but the little kids know how to unmute themselves. So it's like a giant cluster. So that's what, and so it's stressful to me because I'm running back and forth trying to do my work and help them with theirs.
Yep.
Honestly, if the teachers at our kids' school are watching, my children do not do their Fid work. Sorry. They don't.
Mine are doing it, but right now with no guidance. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
We still
well.
do. Your kids do the extras too. Like they still do speech and OT. Like my son has to do that. Don't know how well that's going to go over today, but
Yeah, they have to get on and with the teacher and at a certain time. And first of all, my children can't tell time.
Lucky for me, none of mine brought their Chromebooks home except for AJ, so they don't have to do any of the meetings. But we have packets, and my little one's been crying since he woke up this morning about doing this packet, and the dog won't quit barking, and I still don't have an office because everything's still like boxed up in there. So like there's nowhere to go quietly. So things are not going well.
So let's also talk, since we're speaking of how are things going, the Christmas holidays coming. Is anybody ready? Is everybody done?
No.
Nope.
We're traveling for work next week, and then I have something every weekend in December. So I need to finish ordering everything and wrapping everything and figuring all of that out. And logistically, I have nowhere to hide anything, so it is not going well.
I said I wanted to cry.
Yes. Yes, you did.
I'm like so frustrated. Like this is like day 5 of this snowstorm, and I'm in a blizzard right now. Like I said, and I don't even know if I have internet half the time.
I know. In our meeting, I just was talking away to you, and then I realized you were gone. You were gone.
You held it down for when I was talking to you. You were able to like hold it together there, and right now you look good. So who knows? Maybe like you have a wave of good internet at this current time. Fingers crossed.
School's closed, and all of your kids are home too, so we're all kind of in the same boat.
Yep.
Yeah.
So all trying to use up the bandwidth and trying to help them with their work, and we're all toast. How about you? Are you ready for Christmas? We were talking about that while you were gone.
No. Zero ready. Like I don't have one gift.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what we're gonna do for Christmas. It's like I don't know.
So so I don't like to shop. I hate to shop. So the only time I really, really shop is like, yeah, school clothes, I do that kind of stuff, but I'm not a shopper. But how about when you go Christmas shopping? Do you not find everything in the world for yourself?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So like I have lots of Christmas presents coming. I've been really good this year.
I
So
know.
I've
Black
got a lot
Friday
of
and Cyber Monday were only for me.
yeah, yeah. And then you always have that one kid that you don't know what to buy for.
My
Yes.
kids. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with my boys. I have a 7-year-old boy and an 8-year-old boy, and we got them each a big gift, and we each got them like a couple small gifts. But the girls have so many packages because it's easy. It's like perfume and makeup and skincare and that kind of stuff. And the boys don't really play with a lot of toys anymore, like a remote control car or like a new football. But there's like not much else that I can buy. Like we have a huge bin of Hot Wheels tracks nobody even takes out. We have all these I don't know. Like nobody plays with like beans anymore or anything. And it's not like a girl where you just go buy like something at Ulta. I'm at a loss.
My 7-year-old is the one that I feel bad. I don't know what to buy for him.
Outside toys, maybe? Like, I know you just, I don't know how your yard is. You just moved to the house, Chrissy. Anything for outside play for
That was
them?
their big gift. I'm not going to say what it is because they're in the house,
Okay,
but we did get them each a nice big gift that they need to use outside.
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, I don't know. They have a PlayStation, they have Switches, they have, you know, all that stuff. The little one likes art. I thought about maybe like an easel.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I wish they still sold some of the things that we had. Like I always wanted like what were those? Not Legos, but the Lincoln Logs. Where they
Those
could
were
build
cool.
Yeah, those were really cool. I liked those.
They were cool. I liked waffle blocks.
Chris,
Maybe I
Jill,
get your.
You're
Tracy
dating
doesn't-
us, Tracy. Tracy, you're really, really dating us because I don't even know if they still make them. And
She
you're
said,
frozen.
I think she's out again. Poor Tracy.
I was going to say they have the light bright stuff now. Do you remember those things? I just saw it
Oh
on.
yeah, I loved my light bright. Actually, Bubby might like a light bright. That's a really good idea, Amber. Hi, Tracy. We love you.
Yeah.
That's how well it's going. To our audience, like that's how well it's going.
Yeah, I mean, the only kind of advice we can give you is just camaraderie and let you know that we are also struggling out here too. Every single one of us in our own way.
And let me tell you, so I know that like people put on such a good front all the time. And I laugh because I put up my Christmas trees the other day because I was in such a foul mood. The only thing that brings me joy is not anybody around here anymore. And it's
Thank
okay to say
you.
that. It's okay to say that. These children, oh, sorry, Chrissy does. Chrissy brings me lots of joy.
Better bring you lots of joy. I made you laugh till you peed yesterday.
Yes, yeah. Listen, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a
I was
lot.
unhinged. I had her cry laughing right before we
She
had
was-
our meeting at 3:00. I had her laughing so hard.
She was not medicated yesterday, so
I'm not medicated again today. I'm. It's fine.
But I just wanted to put it out there to tell people it's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to not feel the love and the joy every day during this season. This season is so hard because everybody wants you to look a certain way. I was mad. I told Tracy this morning. Yesterday I went out to do home visits. I got up, I did my hair, put it on my face, and nothing panned out. I was mad. I was mad not because they didn't let me in, because I fixed my hair and I wasted a good hair day. You know, so it's okay to be like miserable and overwhelmed and just not feeling it, because I'm not feeling it. And I put a hat on because I'm not having a good hair day.
Oh, me either. But I was wearing a hat anyway because I just think it's fun. But I like hats, as you all know. I'm a hat wearer. But
I have a really big head, so it's hard for me to wear hats.
these fit days, like, and having to pivot, that's like what's really hard, because like moms are the ones that are rearranging their lives when this stuff happens. And thankfully I work with really great families that were really totally fine with pivoting to videos instead of in person and things like that. But it's hard and you feel bad. Like first thing in the morning, like you don't want to text somebody at 8:00 and be like, hey, sorry, I'm not coming to see you today. You just have to look at me on video. Like that sucks.
Yeah.
Who's frozen?
I put my Christmas tree up the earliest that I've ever done it because, like you, Jill, I wanted some sense of joy. And Christmas is my favorite holiday. I have my grandkids come over and they decorate my tree. And of course, I kind of rearrange some of them after they leave. Shh, don't tell them. But like, I literally was like, I'm putting up my Christmas tree. I think it was like a week before Thanksgiving. And I'm like, I'm putting it up now. I need some sense of joy in my life. And this is what gives it to me right now, you know?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I 100% agree with you. Like, anything to kind of give you that sense of being okay. I also agree with you by saying I think that Christmas time and the holiday time is the most difficult time for a lot of people, and we're supposed to act like everything is okay, and sometimes we're just not okay, and that's okay. You know, I mean, it is.
Yeah, it's like I said, I put mine up and I have 3 pencil trees in my TV room, and I just sit there with the lights on my trees, and I turn out all the lights, and like that literally just that little bit of time, I love it. And you know, you go on Facebook and you see these people doing breakfast with Santa Claus, they got their matching stuff on, and it's like, really, like, I'm glad I found matching socks for my kid.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay. It really is okay not to be the matching pajama, the right shirt every flipping day of the month for school. Yeah. You know, people make things so hard, and believe me, I've already went to the principal.
Our elementary school, the entire December calendar was something every day. Penguin Day, Grinch Day, or Green Day, Jingle Bell Day, Candy Cane Day. Santa Claus Hat Day.
And let me say, I was at the school the day they were making the calendar, and I put in a complaint because I said, first of all, I have boys. My boys don't participate in Sparkle Day because they don't have anything sparkly. But what about the kids that don't have that stuff?
Exactly. What pressure are they putting on the parents on that? And the kids that don't show up.
Like, we don't participate in half of them. Pajama Day we do, like Hat Day we do, Grinch Day we do, but the rest of them we just don't do it.
I know, and like I said, what bothers me is, and I said this to the principal, to the secretary, and to the one mom that was doing it. Yeah. I said, you know, you're leaving out so many kids because there's little kids that don't have that stuff, and they feel bad when they come in and everybody else has an elf shirt on and they don't have an elf shirt. My kids don't even have an elf shirt. You know what I mean? Like, and then the kid goes home from school, and who do they complain to? Mom.
Yeah.
Mom, everybody else had an elf shirt on but me. Come on, dude. Like, I'm not getting it everywhere else. Now I got to get it from the damn elf shirt day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's okay. I just forever want to tell people, and this has nothing to do with the families that I work with. This is for everybody. It is okay to not have the elf shirt.
Yeah.
I think there's so much pressure on just even buying gifts for Christmas. Like, honestly, everything is so expensive, and Christmas is about like what's under the tree and pictures, and you know, the pictures on Facebook that have like an exorbitant amount of Christmas presents under the tree. And it's like, that's an expectation that our kids are now going to have, you know? It's just.
Yeah, it's weird. I used to be that mom that would run out, like whenever my kids first started school, get the hat, get the crazy socks, like because I didn't want my kid to feel left out or feel upset and come home and take it out on me and be like, I was the only kid that didn't have this. Now it's like, it's okay. Like I even tell them it's like, okay.
Yeah. Until I started working, actually. And once I started working full time, I was like, I don't have the mental capacity for this, and I'm not going to kill myself to do it. I'm not, like, and I feel bad at the point, but they don't even care. Like, some of the stuff they're like adamant about, like, I want to do this day, I want to do something for this day. But the rest of them, they're like, they don't care.
Well, you know what I've started doing? What? I tried to walk you. Did you see? What I started doing was like they do like Snowman Day, Reindeer Day. I would go and buy like the packs of like the white t-shirts. And if they wanted to do it, we would design our own t-shirt. Like they have snowman shirts with buttons that we hot glued on them. And
That's
we
cool.
yeah, we do
Yeah.
a lot of look at the snowman shirt that's over there. And the reindeer's over there too. Yeah, so I let my kids do that and it costs like $5 and
Yeah.
it is what it is.
And they have fun doing it.
They do. And like I said, but that just puts so much pressure on the moms.
Does anyone have any kind of advice that we can give our listeners about surviving this time of year, or words of encouragement?
Breathe.
I honestly think that Jill already said it. I think that we have to be okay with not subsiding to that pressure of being everything at all times. I think that that's something that we all do around the holidays. Everything has to be perfect, and I've got to get all these gifts, and I've got to make this and make, if you can't do that, then I think it's okay. Don't feel like you have to do everything that is expected. And you think also if you don't want to go to that holiday party, or you don't want to bring, then don't go. It's okay not to go to these things that you may not want to go to either.
Yeah, I found out trying to live up to all the expectation by Christmas Eve, I was so miserable that I didn't even care anymore. I didn't and what breaks my heart is, and what made me realize a lot of this was last year I got so miserable because of our school. I'm not joking. Every day, like Christy said, it's something. Then you have to go to everybody's parties and everybody this, everybody that, make sure everybody has the perfect gifts. I have grandchildren, blah, 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 everything. And I have to be everything to everybody every minute. And the one thing that I always did, my husband's grandmother taught me how to make sticky buns. And so I did that every Christmas morning. Yes. Well, and every Christmas morning I would get up early and I would put them in the oven. So when they're opening presents, that's what you smelled. And then by the time they were done, they were cooled. And it's like the big monkey ball one where you can pull it apart. And I didn't do it because I was so miserable. I was like, I just want this over with. Because you and I know it takes months to get Christmas ready. It takes 20 minutes for them to open the presents and be miserable already. And I didn't do it. And I felt really bad when I went through their backpacks because I'm a sucky backpack mom. And both of my little boys put on their papers their favorite thing about Christmas was the sticky buns in the morning, Christmas morning. And I did not do them. And it was because I let everything else make me miserable.
Yeah.
The one thing, the little silliest thing that I've done forever that I never thought anybody even noticed was the one thing that last year they were 6 and 9. That was their favorite thing about Christmas was the sticky buns Christmas morning. And I
think those are the types of memories that our kids are going to remember. Not those big, gigantic gifts and things like that. It's those little, small memories that you're creating that is a lifelong memory.
Yeah. So I let everybody else make me so, and expectations and society and blah, 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 and the commercials and the damn Hallmark movies. I let all of those make me so miserable that I just wanted Christmas over and I didn't do the one thing that meant the most to my kids. Yeah. So I failed them.
No.
I made them.
Here's another good reminder. Exactly what you're doing, Jill, is not making yourself feel so horrible and talking to yourself in that way because you're doing the best that you can. Maybe they didn't get those sticky buns that year, but now you know that that's something that they love and that's a memory that they cherish. And so you'll make them again this year. But that pressure and that talk that's saying I'm failing is also something that we really have to change in our talking about ourselves and what we tell ourselves. It's hard. Life is hard and holidays are even harder, but don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah. Well, what I did was the next day I let them make them with me. So we still got them. It just wasn't Christmas morning, but yeah. So like I said, do what makes you happy and your family. I love Chrissy. I'm so happy for whatever she's down there. I got to talk about her, but what her family does is You know what I mean? Like, that's great for them, but that might not work out for us. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're a hot here because I'm the adult in charge. Imagine that. Like, I am the adultiest adult in my children's life. And so it is complete mayhem. I mean, they have a good time. We've never not had like Christmas gifts or Christmas breakfast or something, but it is mayhem. I got a kid in his underwear eating an apple, watching his iPad right next to me right now.
We're good. Hey, listen, mine don't have clothes on anymore. 30 below outside, my kids are, yeah. So like I said, I think one big thing is, and we say this all the time, if somebody else has the perfect life and they look so good on Facebook, let them. Hey, maybe that makes them feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what makes them happy. Me, I'm a hot mess too. I don't care one way or the other. You know what I mean? As long as my kids are happy and healthy and I'm upright, we're good.
I think we should just call it like we are part of the hot mess club.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hot mess express.
I'm here for
That's the new name. We're just a hot mess club.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we did a good job engaging how things are going.
I know. I stayed the longest right now. I'm pretty good right now. Let's keep going.
Good. It's gone well. It really has.
Yeah.
I was nervous because this was the first time that I was like in charge of hosting, and like I said, I'm not the most adultiest adult. So we got it together. We did
I
okay.
love that word. I love that. That's my new favorite word.
But adultiest adult.
Yes, adultiest.
Here we are. But it'll be all right. I mean, no matter what, Christmas is coming. No matter what's coming, and have snow days, and we're gonna have Penguin Day at school, and we're gonna have all this stuff. Santa shop. We had the Santa shop this week for our kids, and apparently the money I gave them was not enough money, and I'm the worst ever. But it's like I can only have so much junk brought in here.
And it's so expensive. Some of that stuff is like outrageous. Or my kid will go and spend it all on himself. Like,
Listen, last year, so the most expensive thing that they have, they're from $1 to $5. And last year, I always send my kid with checks, and I sign them, and I say, "This is your list of people you're buying for, whatever. Just bring home the receipt so I know what to put in my checkbook." Last year, Teague spent $65. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and he brought home like 7 tape measures, 4 or 5 flashlights, all kinds of pens. He bought me this Frozen art kit, and when I said, he said, "Oh, well, that really wasn't for you." Everything that Teague bought last year was for himself. So this year I gave him a very strict list, and there's a few things they'd like to go back for, but they did pretty good this year. We only got 1 tape measure.
I always often wondered, like, who was helping the kids in those situations? Because I remember, mine's 18, but I remember in elementary school, she also got everything for herself, and it was a lot of stuff. And I'm like, who's helping? Like, my daughter didn't know what the money in that would be at that time. Like, are any teachers or staff helping kids to know like what that cost is? I mean, my God.
There's supposed to be moms in there helping them. I don't know what the situation was like before. When I was always a homeroom mom, I always was in there helping the kids. So last year I was very mad because like he literally spent $65 and got nothing for nobody else. So I kind of made some really nasty phone calls. And this year, one of his teachers did help him. He did a lot better. I mean, I had to put on the bottom of the envelope, there was a limit. He was only allowed to buy himself 2 things.
yeah, that's what I do with the list.
Yeah, but I'm thinking the gift because they already gave out the gifts. They give them yesterday when they bring them home. I'm thinking the gift he got for me was not really for me. But I got to tell you, it's so cute. He bought Riker, his 10-year-old brother, a salt and pepper shaker, but he didn't know what that was, and it was a Santa Claus putting the star on top of a Christmas tree, and it's actually really cute. It's a salt and pepper shaker.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
Well, he handed it to him, and it is super cute, but Riker was like,
"What kind of salt? No, my youngest, who I was the most worried about, did the best.
Did he?
He was very thoughtful. He got everybody something that they would actually want. He did a very, very good job. Now my older son, who I thought definitely like had it together, did not have it together.
Yeah, Riker does good. Riker literally buys for who he wants because he wants to save money. He wants me to take him to Walmart is what he does. So I always say if you don't find exactly what you want for him, I'll take you shopping. And he wants to go to Walmart. But Teague, he goes a little crazy. But so I texted the teacher last night and I said, how much did he spend? Because of course he didn't bring home the envelope. She said, oh, he only spent $20. I said, well, that's good for Teague, because Teague spends money. And she said, yeah, he did really, really good. He kept saying, oh, well, so-and-so might not like this, but I do. So yeah, he did good. But
Yeah.
that's just another thing. Another thing you have to do is spend the money. And then they'll have like the candy cane things where you got to send in money so they can send candy canes to people.
Everything.
On candy cane.
Middle has a concession stand. Every event, my 12-year-old's like, I need money for the concession stand. I'm like, they have a concession stand for that? Like for everything. She just has $40 in the back of her phone case from the random times that I've sent her concession stand money.
Also,
So
you like my socks?
So, well, at least she saves it.
Yeah, mine do not save it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that we made you feel a little bit better about the current circumstances because we're all in the thick of it with you. So
We're
hope
all
you.
in the hot mess plug with you.
Yeah, thank you.